French President François Hollande to begin his three-day visit to India from Chandigarh. President Hollande, along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, will attend India-France Business Summit and visit various landmarks in the city. Tight security arrangements are in place at all vital installations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has released 100 classified files on Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, keeping his promise made to Netaji's family members in October last year. Prime Minister Modi released the digital version of these files in the presence of family members of the great leader to unravel the mystery surrounding the life and death of Netaji. The government would declassify 25 files related to Netaji every month. To deepen country's ties with the 22-member grouping, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj to hold first ministerial meeting of the India-Arab League Cooperation Forum in Bahrain today. Amid tensions between regional heavyweights Saudi Arabia and Iran, the External Affairs Minister will hold a number of bilateral meetings. BJP President Amit Shah is all set to start a new term from today as he is tipped to be elected unopposed for the top party post. The nomination for the party's national president will take place between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. and the scrutiny will be done today itself. This will be his first full term, which will last for 3 years. Ahead of Republic Day, security has been tightened across the country and all security agencies are busy preparing to tackle any situation. Following input from intelligence agencies, security has been increased in crowded places including markets, tourist spots and shopping malls. Delhi Police is also conducting mock drills at various places. National Investigation Agency continues crackdown in different parts of the country ahead of Republic Day. Arrests 14 suspected terrorists owing allegiance to the banned ISIS. NIA team to conduct extensive interrogation on the suspects in New Delhi. Harkatul Mujahideen's module busted in Jammu and Kashmir. Kerala Excise Minister K. Babu resigned in connection with the bar bribery scam. He is the second minister to quit on the issue in 2 months. The resignations have rattled the Congress-led UDF government in Kerala just months ahead of the assembly elections. The Indian Navy would be conducting rehearsals for the second International Fleet Review on the beach and in the bay near the beach for 10 days beginning the Republic Day. The rehearsals would include flypast close to the beach, fleet review at sea close to the RK beach and illumination of ships at Anchorage and the International City Parade on the beach road. The ongoing mild cold wave hits the country since Thursday, which might continue for the next 2 days. The northern and western parts of the country are mostly affected by the current spell of cold wave. Met Department has said that temperature will rise gradually only after 1 or 2 days, though the feelings of cold will be continued for next few days due to presence of wind in the atmosphere. Government has mobilized over 900 kilograms of gold so far under the gold monetization scheme. Economic Affairs Secretary Shaktikant Das said this in a tweet. He said the scheme is making steady progress and it is expected that it will pick up in the coming months. The scheme has been fine-tuned to make it more attractive and convenient to encourage entities holding idle gold to participate in the scheme. Nepal's parliament voted to amend the country's constitution with a 2/3 majority 4 months after its promulgation in a bid to resolve the political crisis involving the minority Madhesi community. The lawmakers of the agitating parties, however, boycotted the voting, saying the purported amendment was incomplete and would not address their demands. A huge blizzard has begun to hit the US East Coast, bringing more than 61 centimeters of snow that has thrown life out of gear. More than 50 million people across more than a dozen states have been warned to stay at home as it moves north. 8 casualties have been reported and 6 states have been declared states of emergency. More than 6,000 flights have been cancelled. Ace shuttler PV Sindhu to face Scotland's Christy Gilmore in the Malaysian Masters Grand Prix Gold Badminton Tournament final today. In the semi-finals, Sindhu defeated Sung Ji-hyun of Korea for 21-19, 12-21, 21-10 in 1 hour and 9 minutes. Indian tennis star Sania Mirza advanced to the pre-quarterfinals of both the women's doubles and mixed doubles at the Australian Open in Melbourne. In women's doubles, top-seeded Sania and Martina Hingis sailed past the Ukrainian duo to enter the pre-quarters. In cricket, India finally managed a win over Australia in the 5th and the final ODI. Manish Pandey's magnificent unbeaten 104 runs guided India to a consolation victory against Australia in Sydney. India thwart Australia's push for a clean sweep with a record run chase to notch up the thrilling 6-wicket victory. Australia won the series 4-1.